talking about plans and goals for the year. As you may know from the banner here, the Rotary International theme this year, from our president, Tanaka, who's Japanese, peace through sting, peace through service. I think this theme relates well to our goals of strengthening our club and improving the membership experience this year. In his speech announcing the theme, Rotary International President-elect at the time, Tsukuji Tanaka stated, "On the simplest level, peace can be defined by what it is not. It is not a state. It is a state of no war, no violence, and no fear. It means you are not in danger of hunger or persecution or suffering of poverty." We can also define peace by what it is and by what it can be. Peace can mean freedom of thought and of speech, freedom of opinion and of choice, and the ability for self-determination. It can mean security, confidence in the future, a life and home in a stable society. That is why in 2012-2013, our Rotary International theme will be Peace Through Service. Finally, I'd like to say make a few comments about our goals for LA5 this year. I will be bringing back the LA5 four-way test, and for those fellow poker players, as a Texas poker player, I'm going to double down and dare members to help us achieve our goals with an enhanced four-way test. I've given the membership goals, and I've got a fine team in place. A challenging goal, but not impossible, of 75 new members this year. Our highest ever was 85 the year we rolled out our four-way test. That would bring us to over 400 members again. And fundraising, I've set a challenging goal as well. When I was on the Community Grants Committee, we raised well over $100,000 a year. I'd like to see us do that again. So I'm putting together a great team on the fundraising side through our annual giving and events to raise $100,000 this year for our community service grants to give to those less needy in our community. I'd also like to raise the Governor Lou's challenge and try to raise up to $200 per member for the Rotary Foundation. And that would mean raising in excess of $50,000 for the Rotary Foundation. A challenging goal, but not an impossible one, so I ask for your help. So this year I ask each of you to consider paying my Double Down Dare to sponsor 2 new members. Join our chair, and I've been actively recruiting many of you to serve as chair or to join the committee. Please do so. Join or chair 2 committees. Be a donor, and that means to both our community service fund as well as the Rotary Foundation. And do business with at least 2 Rotarians. If you pass my Double Down Dare, I will recognize you in front of the club with a presidential citation and personally take you to lunch or dinner at the Jonathan Club. So I hope you'll take me up on that offer, and I'm eager to see you over dinner. You'll be making new friends, develop business relationships, and make a difference in the lives of people right outside these doors and around the world. As I said, the first year that President Bentonel established this test, we brought in 84 new members. I'd like to, with the help of Gary Jimenez and Rick Sarmiento and all the membership team, make that goal our number one goal this year of getting to 400 members. Speaking of our number one goal membership, today we have our first new member to introduce this Rotary in with the following, if you'll bear me. The title of the book comes from a poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. And at President Megan's last meeting, Bill Mueller opened the meeting with the president with a poem by Robert Frost, and I'd like to end my first meeting with the same. So if you'll indulge me, 2 roads diverged in the yellow wood, and I'm sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should look back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged from the wood. I took the one less traveled by, and that is no longer is. Thank you for allowing me to share that with you. Humble for introducing me to the ideals of service above self is my mother, Janet Richardson. At a young age, she introduced me to service in various service clubs, and that inspired me to join LA5 12 years ago. They're both very special friends and mentors. I will always be grateful to my mother and father for leading by example and opening my door to Rotary. Thank you. God bless.